are a third of the way through the season. We have asked our panel to recast the end of season predictions. Firstly, let's take a look at the top four. And Josh, you can't find room for the Broncos.
No, I think they've got a tough month coming up. Plus, they've got the Origin period where they'll have a few players out. I've got them just missing the top four, but I think the Roosters can sneak in as well. They haven't really had their full strength side yet, and I think they can string a few in that Origin period as well.
Chris, the Seagulls are there in the moment, but you don't see them being there at the end of the season?
No, I think it really hinges on Tommy Turbo. I think if he's fit and healthy, they're definitely a threat to win the comp, but without him, I can't see him winning the comp or making the top four.
Another bit of a surprising one, or surprising for me, Tim, is that you don't see the South making the top four this year.
Yeah, look, I actually have the Bunnies as genuine title contenders. I do think that they can be a little patchy with their form, and the issue with them is they lose so many players throughout the Origin period, and I reckon they'll drop games there. So I think they're going to need to be big through there, and I think that they'll finish 5th or 6th, but then be there at the business end.
Well, let's take a look at who'll be kicking the curb come finals time. I'm sorry to say, Chris, I've got to focus you on this one. Have you put a line through the West Tigers yet?
Yeah, well, I think it's pretty obvious. I think if you haven't recorded a win yet, it's going to be very, very difficult to make the top 8.
Well, you know, miracles can happen. Tim, no Dolphins or Raiders for you in the top 8 come 2023 season end?
Yeah, as we mentioned earlier, I think the Dolphins just a long season ahead. I'm not sure they can sustain it. The Raiders, look, they're a chance. They're playing okay footy. I think they lack a bit of strike power at the moment to really compete with the bottom end of the top 8.
And Josh, no Raiders or Dragons?
Yeah, I kind of agree with what Tim said there. And the Dragons had a really good Anzac Day, but they just haven't been playing good enough football to make the 8, in my opinion.
All right, well, let's focus on the positive. Let's get our final predictions who we think is going to win the Premiership for 2023. Tim, I'll start with you.
Panthers are a big chance to go through on the trot, but I think the Sharkies are the Smokies. They're playing great footy, elite attack. I like them.
We love a Smoky. Josh?
Yeah, I'm sticking with the brother here. I think the Roosters still can get the job done. As I said, they still haven't had their full strength side together, and once they get that together and gel, I think they'll be very hard to beat.
We'll sure get some brownie points from Brett for that one. And Chris, the South.
Yes, I'm with South. I've jumped off the Roosters. I just think, the last couple of weeks that South has just showed how dangerous they are, and their ability to execute and win games from anywhere is going to come and be big play at the back end of the year.
Yeah, can't wait for it. There are certainly some bold predictions from our panel and one or two major surprises. We'll see how their picks stack up in the coming months.
You know it's a better betting app when you've got stats and insights for every major game and race. Plus expert opinions from the best minds in the game, all in the palm of your hand. That's better. Chances are you're about to lose.